was notorious. His face would probably be in the local post office. I imagine that he would be on the FBI's most wanted list. He would be on the international do not fly list. He was notorious. Prison is where he belonged. He was there because of hideous crime. And I can't understand, Sister Nicole. Who would want to set him free? All right. Can I present another question? A question at first glance you would think could be easily defined. Who is Barabbas? A second question, who is Jesus? All right. Come on. What about the identity of Christ? I'm sure we'll all say, well, Bishop, I can explain who Jesus is. But have you really thought about it? Jesus in the flesh, fully God and fully man. Yeah. Do you remember at 12 years of age when Jesus' parents realized that they had left him back at the Passover? Yeah. The Bible says it took 3 days to find him. Right. Do you remember where Jesus was? Yeah. He was in the temple. Yeah. Could you imagine, Brother Deacon, that every time we come to the church, some little 12-year-old boy is always hanging around? Yeah. When we leave, he's kind of hanging in the field next door. When we pull up, he's on the steps of the church. What would you do? What would I do? Yeah. We'd probably question him and say, what, are you lost? Where do you belong? Who are your parents? Can you imagine as the religious leaders looked at this 12-year-old boy for 3 days and began to say, apparently he's lost. Imagine that the chief priest would sit Jesus down and ask the same question, who are you? Trying to help him find his way home. Imagine they would say, boy, what's your name? Jesus said, on my mother's side, my name is Jesus. But on my father's side, my name is Emmanuel. Yeah. Well, okay, so